When I first came here, what was important to me was to be part of a school community where people connected with each other and believed that children and adults as well learn from doing the things they love doing.
Lemberg has this unique culture, which is hard for me to really explain it. It's not just the teacher-to-student ratio, it's kind of all the people, the TA and the staff. They're really passionate and they're engaged.
Well, I have a 3-year-old child who has been going to Lemberg for the last year, and so I am associated with Lemberg through him. But in reality, my association with Lemberg started 9 years ago when I arrived at Brandeis, and was already struck by how innovative the program was, and also just how happy everyone, including the kids and the adults, were to be there.
My husband took a position as an assistant professor about 4 years ago. And when we were deciding on which job offer to take, Lemberg Children's Center actually played a big part in that.
It doesn't take long to kind of see what's different within this community and how creative it is. It celebrates diversity, it celebrates different learning styles, it celebrates a sense of how to be with one another and how to share with one another actively. It's so positive and the messages are so encouraging. It's hard not to leave here and feel like you've spent some good time.
One of the things I think about what we did early on for the field was we had children with disabilities here, lots of them, and we were an inclusive place. And we are a very diverse community and a community that has to do what parents do. Parents raise whatever child they have, and we raise whatever child we have, and we raise ourselves.
Something about being really tuned into kids, tuned into their development, tuned into their needs. I really learned to listen to small kids, and most people don't get to do that until they have one of their own.
We're able to really think outside of the box with our activities. Maybe it'll be math day, but for some reason we'll be taking a walk in the woods because we're counting pine cones. But teachers being innovative with the ways that they can teach the children and being constructive at the same time.
I know a lot of the TAs working here are studying education, and even if you're not, I think Lemberg really helps the TAs grow and feel confident in the classroom by adding responsibility the longer you've been here.
Lemberg is a very special, unique place. It's from its size to sort of this atmosphere that we have where everyone kind of knows sort of the tenets that we follow, which is that, you know, children come first, children sort of need that one-on-one time, they need that attention, and it's that social emotional development that we really work on.
Well, I guess right from the first time I came here, and I think one of the reasons why I ended up spending more than the average amount of time personally playing with the kids, I was struck by the very thoughtful and child-focused approach that I observed all of the teachers employ. You know, the way that when children are struggling, there's always an adult there to sort of help them work it through.
One of the things that makes Lemberg really unusual is their focus on social and emotional development and how they can weave in those lessons about social and emotional development throughout the day and look for opportunities, teachable moments, times when something comes up that they can work with with a child, and they can also help the other kids in the room learn about how to cope with a particular situation, or here are things you can do. And they would offer particular tools sometimes, or they would just tailor their approach to the needs of their child.
If you're helping kids to develop their own skills, both socially, handling emotions, discovering things for themselves, and being creative, that may be the way to get a head start out of it.
To me, it's a play space for all ages. It's a laboratory for people to explore finding the best in themselves.
This is an all about me book that I've been working with the toddlers and preschoolers, and it's really just a show the kids showed what they can do. I love it. I love it. I'm just so proud of what toddlers and preschoolers can do, and just being able to give them a book about themselves because they love reading.
Here, what happens here is unheard of in the world of early childhood education, namely that teachers stay for a really long time. I always point to the longevity of Howie as the director, previously a teacher, and all the other teachers who've been here, in many cases, decades. And that's really unheard of. And that usually makes people pause and say, wow, that means something is happening right here.
I've been in the early childhood field for more than 30 years, and in my opinion, Lemberg is unique. It's really perhaps the best place I've seen, the best environment for young children. I think it's a place where young children grow. It's also a place where young adults grow. It's a place where parents can grow.
Oh, come, because there's no place like Lemberg in the world. I've worked at a few different preschools in and around the city, and there's nothing like Lemberg. Lemberg is definitely one of a kind.